He gave her everything, until the day she told him the truth that destroyed him. Welcome back. Before we begin, take a moment to share what lessons you take from this story in the comments below. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another powerful story. Let's dive in. Derek Whitlow never imagined his life would end up a cautionary tale whispered in barbershops and back porches. He was the dependable kind, early to work, faithful to a fault, steady as sunrise. The sort of man who never raised his voice, who showed up even when it was hard, and who believed that loyalty still meant something. He stood on the porch of a house he'd once built with dreams in his eyes. But now the place was more mausoleum than home, filled with memories, not love. The summer heat clung to his skin, but inside, he felt nothing but frost. He remembered the beginning, how wildly different it all was. They met at an art event downtown Atlanta, an underground showcase lit by neon and ambition. Her name was Lena Ray. She walked into the room like she owned it, wearing a bright yellow dress and a smile that dared the world to look away. People did look. Everyone. Derek noticed her before she said a word, but she saw him last. When her eyes finally found him, it felt like the whole room fell away. Champagne in hand, she wandered over and asked, "You into art or just here for the free food?" He smirked. "I like the art," Derek replied, and she laughed, like she already knew he was lying, or maybe because she liked the sound of doubt on a man who looked sure of himself. Within minutes they were tucked in a quiet corner, trading stories. She told him about growing up in Monroe, her dreams of owning a boutique. "Not just a shop," she said. "Something exclusive. My name in cursive on glass." He listened, captivated. She spoke with fire, with certainty. By the end of the night, she had his number. By the end of the week, she had most of his time. Everything about her came fast. Texts before sunrise, surprise visits to his office, plans stacked on top of plans. "I don't wait for life," she told him once. "If I want something, I take it." That was both a threat and a promise. By their second week, she brought up marriage. "Why drag it out?" she asked. "I've dated long enough to know what I want." "Do you?" Derek hesitated, but Alina leaned in, eyes locked on his. "We'll write our own story," she whispered. They married 7 days later. Small courthouse, sleepy judge, 2 strangers as witnesses. Derek didn't even have time to tell his mother. Alina wore yellow again, said it was for luck. For a time things felt beautiful. They moved into a modest house in the suburbs, a porch swing, peeling paint, the kind of place that needed love to stay alive. Derek worked full-time as a construction project manager. Alina began piecing her boutique dream together, starting with old clothing racks in the garage, moving to fabric markets, and sketching designs on napkins. She was sweet at first. Left him handwritten notes. Danced in the kitchen like life was a song. There were nights tangled in bedsheets and mornings that smelled like cinnamon and hope. But love, real love, is patient. And Alina wasn't. She wanted the boutique now. Wanted a BMW to match the image she was chasing. Wanted a neon sign on Peachtree before their first anniversary. And so the asking began. First, a loan in Derek's name. Her credit wasn't great. Then another. She cried in his arms, told him how no one had ever believed in her, how tired she was of being overlooked. Derek signed everything. He sold the rental property his father left him. Bought her the white BMW she wanted. "Now I look like I'm winning," she told him, posting photos with hashtags like Boss Queen and Self-Made. Derek stayed quiet, proud but increasingly uneasy. The more he gave, the colder she became. Her words sharpened. Her phone became an extension of her hand. She dodged questions about money, dismissed concerns. "It takes money to make money," she snapped. "Stop acting like a clerk." Years passed. Her boutique finally opened, small but pristine. She threw a grand opening party. Everyone came. Everyone except Derek. "I didn't want you worrying about numbers tonight," she said. "This is about me." He forced a smile for the photos. Their bedroom turned silent. Her phone buzzed through the night. She came home late, sometimes smelling like cologne that wasn't his. Still, he told himself, maybe it's the pressure. Then came the Thursday evening he'd never forget. Alina waited on the porch, arms folded, face unreadable. "I need to talk," she said. He braced for bad news. But nothing could prepare him. "I only married you because my ex wouldn't take me back," she said. No emotion. No apology. "You were convenient. I needed to get over him." The words cracked the world open. He stood frozen, the wind knocked from his chest. Memories came flooding in. The whirlwind courtship, the rushed wedding, the desperation he'd mistaken for passion. She never loved him. She used him as revenge. That night, Derek walked away, packed a bag, left his keys on the counter, drove to his friend Marcus's place and never looked back. He slept on couches, cold takeout, tried to make sense of 8 years gone up in smoke. Alina barely called. When she did, it was about bills, mortgage payments, her problems. He told her she could keep the house. "It's yours." She didn't thank him. She hung up. What she didn't know: the house wasn't hers to keep. Derek had taken out a massive home equity loan to cover her boutique losses, on her request. When the payments dried up, so did the bank's patience. Warning letters arrived. Alina ignored them. She tossed them in drawers, deleted voicemails. She kept posting online like nothing had changed. Flashy cars, luxury hashtags, posing in front of mirrors as if the empire wasn't crumbling behind her. Then came eviction day. Deputy, movers, official papers. Her world unraveled as her designer bags and office furniture were hauled to the curb. The BMW, repossessed 2 weeks later. Friends stopped calling. Her ex blocked her number. That's when the voicemails started. "You're evil. You ruined me. I hope you rot, Derek." He never answered. Never listened. Let her fury echo into the quiet. 'Cause he was gone. He'd moved 2 hours south to Savannah, into a small condo his late uncle left him. It wasn't grand, but it was peaceful, wrapped in ivy, facing the river. A new beginning. He filled it with thrifted art and soft music. Learned to cook. Learned to breathe. No more pressure. No more lies. No more saving someone who never wanted to be saved. Alina's boutique was gone. Her name no longer trending. Her anger eventually dulled to silence. One rainy night, Derek scrolled through his phone. 6 voicemails, all from her. He played the last one. Screaming, sobbing, curses spilling out. "You wicked man. You used me. You devil. I hope you suffer." It ended in silence. Derek didn't feel angry. He didn't feel joy. Just peace. Because in the end, Alina never truly knew him. She never even tried. She married a good man and burned him to the ground. But karma did the rest. Sometimes, closure doesn't come in an apology. Sometimes it comes in an empty house, a quiet river, and the warmth of a sunrise after years of cold. If this story resonated with you, drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done in Derek's shoes? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so others can hear this powerful reminder. Sometimes walking away is the real act of love, when you choose yourself.